under this motion today is how should abolish primary middle school years that group children, primary and middle school years that group their children based on age, and instead group them by competence and intelligence itself, ladies and gentlemen. Look at so many ineffectively, ladies and gentlemen, so many problem happens when rely on nowadays method of learning that we believe. If we can imply this motion, it will imply this regulation, it will fix all of that, ladies and gentlemen, and in the end it will even create more good things itself, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna be happen in our side. That is why we support this motion today, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, point of setup framing. Look at how look at how the status quo right now, when we still have the old system education where the primary and middle school still grouped by their age, ladies and gentlemen. So many that happen in our society. That's what happening in our society right now, that we believe it can create so many problems, ladies and gentlemen. But when we look at it in our side, when we will group children in primary and middle school with based on their intelligence, that it will another way around from what the status quo right now, ladies and gentlemen. Secondly, characterization. Primary and middle school are the one that the students that would start their where the student would start their first at the education world, ladies and gentlemen. That means it is a need to really have a put attention, so it will create to the primary and middle school, so it will create the students to be more ready to step for their next level education before like going to the high school or to the college itself, ladies and gentlemen. B, the school is having so much problems, such as in status quo have so much problems such as misconception or so many ineffectivity because of so many different type of student intelligence. When also this kind of school, like the teachers would be also hard to teach because they have so much thing to do, like they have to do something different. They will really overwhelmed because of the students are too much different in one class, as example, ladies and gentlemen. So we believe in our stance that we need to imply this regulation, so it will be good for all of the things related to educational work in the end, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, then going to that's the point of setup. Then going to our mechanism. What we mean, it will to differentiate. It means we will differentiate the class within the student's intelligence. Like as example, in primary school, first year we will group them such as 1A, 1B, or 1C or so. In that class, they will learn the same material, but we give it different method of learning according to their intelligence. Like in A, they have high intelligence. It means we will have a method, and then in B, when they are just as example, they are just not really that intelligence, we will also give different method of learning, ladies and gentlemen. And it will be also happen in the next years that coming, like they will get to the next grade like 2A, 2B or something, still based on their intelligence itself, ladies and gentlemen. And we will give them some kind of entrance test to ensure which kind of learning or which kind of bandwidth their intelligence are. So we will know how exactly the students need to be put in class itself, ladies and gentlemen. That we believe it will help in the learning process and all of the things regarding to that, ladies and gentlemen. Regarding to that, okay, moving to our points of arguments. Firstly, why is it a need to imply this motion itself, ladies and gentlemen? Firstly, look at how many problems occur when we rely on nowadays method, ladies and gentlemen. Like look at how the students need to be together from with another student that have different bandwidth of their intelligence. And we said it is bad, ladies and gentlemen, because look at how they have to learn the same subject, but they need they will learn it in hard way because they have so many difference in the class. They have so many intelligence difference. The learning process will be ineffective, ladies and gentlemen. Like look at now in the status quo, like the learning process come some kind of according to the most intelligent one. Then it means the least intelligent one will have not to really know the subject, but they can if they have it really more slowly, but they don't get it because it according to the most intelligent. So that is why it is will be ineffective, ladies and gentlemen. Or B, look at how the teachers are being overwhelmed because they have to do so much work, ladies and gentlemen. Like they will need to do some kind of different method, some kind of different something to prepare. It will be so much for them, ladies and gentlemen, and that will likely happen in the opposition side, ladies and gentlemen. When in our side, such thing wouldn't happen, ladies and gentlemen, because why? Look at our side. When we group them by the same intelligence, it means they will have the same teachers to teach them also with the same methods, ladies and gentlemen, for them to learn in one class and the same time itself, ladies and gentlemen. It will help them to get their subject understanding be more, because they will have it according to them, not according to them, and they are in the same state, not according just to all the most intelligent one. And also the teachers will less burdened because they will teach the same method with the same student intelligence. It means they will prepare less things to do. It will make them focus in the end in the teaching, because in the end it will reach the maximum, because the teacher will be less burdened in our side, ladies and gentlemen. But look at opposition side. When they are just relying on now, the teaching will stay ineffective because it will need teacher so many to prepare so many things for the different kind of students in one class. It means it can really burden them, so it will be just ineffective. That is why we need to remodel in the status quo, because so much happening problem that it will unmaximizing the teaching itself, ladies and gentlemen. Second argument about why in the end it is okay, ladies and gentlemen. The opposition side may be said that it will be kind of discrimination, ladies and gentlemen, but we say that in our side that is not kind of discrimination. In the end, even the discrimination will solve in our side, ladies and gentlemen. Like look at how in one class they have the same intelligence with all of them. It means they are just the same, ladies and gentlemen, that they will focus on what they do, but they will be just the same, focusing on what they do. But in the end, it's not kind of discrimination. It is a way from them to be more focused. But look at if they really have to teach with same method with different class, it will like we are burdening them, because it will be really hard, ladies and gentlemen. And in the end, the discrimination will even happen in the other side, because look at how many needs for the teachers they need to apply their times to prepare so much things, ladies and gentlemen. Or look at the teaching media that are going by, ladies and gentlemen. It is really so much happening that in our status quo right now, that it is okay to imply this motion. So ladies and gentlemen, because it is urgent, it is okay to apply this motion, we're proud to propose. Thank you.